Hey there, Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed, where we generally work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward. But this is your May monthly reading. And so for the monthlies, I'd like to work with the planets, the inner planets, the ones that affect, you personally, that are called the personal planets. All right, so that would be Venus and Mars and Mercury, the Sun and the Moon and the Earth. So, I was sitting in your energy and I wanted to stay there, so there's been a long break between the last reading and this one because it was so cool. You were a cow, okay, so yes, not the raging bull, definitely a cow, and you were out on a hillside, like this gentle rolling hills. It was spring, and you were just placidly standing there, chewing on the grass, looking around, getting the lay of the land, just enjoying it. There was a sunrise. You could hear the birds singing. It was just lovely. There was a little bit of dew, and it was just nice. And the sun was starting to come up, and it was past sunrise. It was more like the sun was warm on your back. So it looked like maybe 8 o'clock in the morning. And then I heard "It's a Beautiful Morning." That song started singing. And it's all about that, getting ready and planning for the day ahead. And I thought, well, that's such nice energy. You guys have been having such a hard time making a decision. I thought about the reading that I just did for you for the 22nd through the 28th. And that was about getting things moving. But that 8 of Wands had come out in reverse. And I thought, not quite yet. And so I feel like maybe one part is done and you're trying to decide what's your next best move, but you're feeling good about life, and I thought it's about time, so happy birthday to you, Taurus. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I do want to ask you if you will help me. This last full moon was all about bringing balance into relationships, and I spend quite a bit of time, almost 25 hours a week, doing these videos, and so I'm asking you for 1 second of your time to hit the thumbs up button to help me continue to grow my channel. You have such a great energy coming in this month. It looks exciting, so go ahead and hit the thumbs up for me, please. I would appreciate it. So, look what you have. You have the Page of Cups. You have the Page of Cups. That is a beautiful, can you see? I don't know if you can see. It looks like there's a manatee or a seal. There's a seal coming through the waves, kind of waving at you as you walk along the beach, bringing a message of love and hope and fun and opportunity. That is really nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Happy for you. All right. Let me be pulling it this way. I know I'm always playing with my stuff, but I'm working on it. Okay, so that's beautiful. I don't even know what to say about that, so we're just going to jump in. I mean, what can you say? Message of love coming to you. Who doesn't want that? I almost feel like, let's see if we can get a clarifier on it and get a little more guidance on what that message of love would be. Sorry about my flashlight sitting there, but there is a section where I have to read. We all know I have old eyes and I can't see in this dim light. Okay. Oh, okay. All right, so here's what it's about. You were feeling left out, 5 of Pentacles. You were feeling left out in the cold, not really appreciated. And then the full moon came along and it changed things. And so end of this cycle, beginning of this cycle. Totally makes sense. I think it's just about you feeling better about life in general. Okay, I think it's also about adopting that playful attitude of that seal. And there we have it. I was right. Spirit says playfulness. So I think that instead of the drudgery that you've been feeling, and I think it's just, that sun is shining on you. It should be bringing this kind of joy to you. The affirmation is, my joy is the greatest gift that I give to others. And so, yes. And look, it's seaside too, just like, so it's a sand castle and you're walking along. So yes, it's a beautiful morning. It's a beautiful morning. And you can just stand there and contemplate what's next. while enjoying being right where you are, having some fun and finding the joy in it. I think that's so beautiful. So the sun is, of course, in your sign until May 21st when it moves into June. When it moves into Gemini, which would put it in your second house of self-esteem, self-value, self-worth, which is what your first house rules. Taurus rules that, the second house. So it's you, all you, this whole month. And then on Mercury is currently in Aries, but on May 6th moves into your sign of Taurus. And so it moves out of the realm of your 12th house of hopes, goals, dreams, and values, where you're getting ready to take action at, and then it moves into the house of you. And Mercury moves fast because 2 weeks later moves into Gemini, which is, again, still the house of self-value, self-worth, finances, self-esteem. And for you, it's definitely about finances, which doesn't surprise me. So you're standing out there contemplating what to do next, but prosperity is definitely coming to you. So playfulness, prosperity, nice, so nice. So the gift of money is on the way. You increase, your income is increasing, and managing your finances with love. Is there another way for Taurus to do that? I don't think so. That's beautiful. All right. So then Venus. Venus is also in Aries right now and moves into your sign on May 15th. So really, as long as the sun has been in Taurus, pretty much that whole time, Venus will be in Aries. So Venus is making you think about what are your goals, your hopes, your dreams, what would you like to do in regards to love and money. Those are two things she rules, but we just had that full moon in Libra, which she also rules, and that's the relationship side, and Taurus is the financial side. So these kinds of things have really been on your mind, and finding the balance, and what do you feel that you deserve? Because she moves out of that into out of Aries, which is the 12th house of dreaming about it, and to bringing it into action when she gets into Taurus. And then, so she's there helping you find the way, is what it feels like. It feels like she's just there to help you find the way. Okay, so she says to cleanse your energy. When you release negativity, the answers to your questions will shine through. And so I think that's you, standing out there in the field, relaxing, releasing the negative energy, letting the sun shine on your back, in your life, finding the joy and the playfulness. I think that's how you get the answers to what do you do about everything, love and finances. I feel like that's very important. Mars, the action planet, let's get things done, it has been in Gemini for a while, but on May 15th, so pretty much throughout your birthday month, and then moves into Cancer when the sun moves into Gemini, pretty much. And so that kind of energy keeps Mars in alignment, in a very comfortable aspect with Venus. They work very well together when they're in Aries and then Gemini together. And now when she moves on the 15th into Taurus, Mars will move into Cancer. And so it's the earth and the water energy that works really good together. I mean, you talk about your earth and water energy, they work really well together. And so that should be very easy for you to figure out the action steps that you need to take for love and finances. It's like both. It looks like at this point, finances definitely have a highlight, but so does fun. Okay. So, you have the fear card. But so we got Red Riding Hood standing here with the wolf, right? But the wolf is so big. And in reality, the wolf is not that big, obviously. And so that she's allowed this fear to get that big. And she's trying to protect herself. I think that's where letting go of the fear and moving into the playful attitude really, really helps you, because you also have this beautiful Fool card of I'm standing here and I'm getting ready to jump in Spirit. Look at all those doves all over the place. Spirit is there to show you the way that it is safe to take the leap. And this, I think, becomes taking the leap of faith. And I think that's the key to the situation. I don't know, can I get this so you can see? There we go. There is a key. And I think the key here is overcoming fears and being willing to take a leap of faith in regards to things. I believe this would be about romance. Why do I think that? It could be a fear about money. It could totally be a fear about money. But I don't think that Taurus generally takes a leap of faith regarding money. That's like a sure thing to them. I think where the fear comes in, I don't think that Taurus worries too much about whether or not they can figure out money. I think they fear being rejected. Many people do, but I think for Taurus it's actually kind of a driving factor. And so I think the key for you is to listen to your intuition, to follow Spirit, but mostly to overcome your own personal fears and objections. And that might take you a little while, especially if you're coming off of a really negative situation. But there's love is on the offer. You have this Page of Cups here. Very interesting. All right, so what does Mother Earth say? You have the Hawthorn. If you have Aries in your chart, they also had this. And it says, the world is full of miracles if you have the eyes to see them. Connect with the magic of your own senses and the power of nature. Rejoice as each new season arrives, savoring it for everything it can offer you. So again, it's about the playfulness. It's about the taking the leap of faith and enjoying the moment, and understanding that the wheel keeps turning and things keep changing. And so the seasons have changed. Now we're definitely into spring. If you're in the northern hemisphere, you're definitely into fall. In the southern hemisphere, there is a change in the seasons, but there's also a turn in the wheel of life. Oops, wrong ones. And so if you've gone through this release, that I believe that it could have been of an attitude, it could have been of a relationship. It doesn't, but there was some kind of a release of some negative energy with that Libra full moon. Could have been your attitude. It could have been your fears. But you had to cut the cords to some kind of a negative situation, and I think now you're on the other side. Remember, you had the New Dawn card come up. It's a new day. And you're out there contemplating what's next. You're being encouraged to bring love into the situation. Bring love into the situation. That's totally this. Bringing love into the situation and show the world the real you. It's interesting because you have the new moon in Aquarius and you have the full moon in Aquarius. If your moon is in Aquarius, that's some powerful stuff going on there, right there. So, bringing love into the situation and showing the world the real you. I think it's all about being true to yourself. I feel like you guys have been blocked and holding yourselves back. There's been that whole throat chakra issue. I did not feel any problem with your throat chakra at all when I was feeling into your energy. I even paused for a moment to feel my way through it. Is there a problem with that? And I didn't pick it up. I mean, this is some really positive, nice, just in time for your birthday month kind of energy, and I'm really so happy for you, Taurus. I really feel like you're getting there. You're really getting there, and you've been doing the work. I think you sat for a long time trying to decide, so I feel like you're moving with confidence. I feel like you are very comfortable with whatever decisions that you make. You're moving with confidence. You're just trying to figure out what's next. Okay, well, I made that decision, and that one was hard. But now I have all this opportunity and all this open pasture ahead of me, and I can head in any direction I want to head in. So where do I actually want to go? Right now, I'm happy just to stand here and contemplate. So have some fun, too, right? Have some fun. So you have Malachite. I recognize repetitive patterns and choose love, compassion, and kindness. These are affirmations for the month. So I'm going to say it again. I hope that you keep a journal. When you watch any of these videos, whether they're mine or somebody else's, or you're out walking or whatever it is, wherever you spend time and thought, if you are communicating with Spirit as you should be communicating with Spirit, but Taurus, it's not that hard for you. Like, your third eye is really strong. It's really not hard to get it open. And so really listen to your intuition and write stuff down and keep a journal. And so positive affirmations are really great to use. And this one says, I recognize repetitive patterns and choose love, compassion, and kindness. So again, you're choosing your attitude, choosing to be open to love, not be afraid, choosing to be loving to yourself and loving to others. Compassion, it starts with you and it's extended to other people. And then kindness, of course, the same thing. You start with being kind to yourself, and then when you fill up your cup of kindness, it's so much easier to be kind to other people. But if you're being kind to other people, hoping that they will fill up your cup of kindness, then you get things out of balance, right? So taking care of yourself is really important. And then when you feel really strong and healthy, like you felt out there on that field, then you have stuff to give to other people. And the other one you have is Amethyst, which is all about the third eye chakra. It says, I pay attention to my intuition, my dreams, I easily interpret their messages. So I didn't even see that when I was telling you to use your third eye. But there it is. Spirit says so too. Use your third eye. And green is the heart chakra. So use your intuition and use your heart. In matters of the heart, you should always let the heart lead the way. Always. In matters of the heart. And so I feel like with this Page of Cups here, matters of the heart are on your mind. Yes, money is on your mind. It always is, though. But finding that balance between fun and money. How do you make money and still have fun? How do you bring fun and romance into your life? How do you find someone that loves you for who you are and accepts you for who you are and doesn't try to change you? Because trying to change a Taurus is really, really a waste of time anyway. Why? So finding someone who isn't trying to control you, is willing to flow around you, isn't putting up barriers. At the same time, don't be trying to change other people. I think that's important. But I think it starts with self-love. I think almost everything starts with self-love. Self-love. And if you want to figure out why you don't love yourself, then drill down into that and work on that. But learn how to love yourself. Use your third eye. Communicate with Spirit. And clear your energy. Remember? Clear your energy. So let go of the negative feelings about yourself. Love yourself. Go have some fun. And you can take time. Nobody says you have to rush out there and get into a relationship. I think it's important that you're in a really good relationship with yourself first anyways. All right, Taurus, I will see you for the weeklies. This is very exciting energy. I'm so happy for you. And it is a beautiful morning, right? It's the new day. All right, we'll talk soon. You take care. Happy birthday.